There we go. Yes, these are my 5 spectators for my speech today, and here we go. Today I'm going to demonstrate the proper way to make a pizza. We're down at Pizza Joe's in Beaver Falls, and they've been kind enough to let me show you how it's done. So first, you always want to roll the dough down with a perforator so that it doesn't bubble up real bad in the oven, because if you don't, it'll suck in from the sides of the pan. You want it to hold down real nice. So on a 12 cut, usually do about 2 full scoops of sauce onto the, this is a 12 cut dough. Put about 2 full scoops of sauce on there, and then the best way I take the sauce is do like a little half moon motion here. Then you just go around the corners. And then you want to get the crust on it, so you just take your finger and you run it along the side of the pizza here. Okay, so now your sauce is on there. And what I'm going to demonstrate today is called an ultimate pizza. It's with all the toppings on it. So here we go. First thing I usually do is put the pepperonis under the sauce here. They're kind of tough because they like to stick together, so it takes a little while to get these babies going. I'll tell you what, if you weren't, if this weren't a video, you'd be able to see just how excellent this pizza is actually going to be. Yeah, I make some of the best pizza around. So yeah, so my pepperoni's on. The next thing I go to is I just go down the line here, and I get the sausage, and I kind of just put the sausage on the pizza here. So the sausage is on there. You're going to make sure that none of it got onto the crust. And next, I put mushrooms on it. So, you just want to evenly spread out the mushrooms onto the pizza. And the mushrooms, they like to shrink a little bit, so you really gotta, get them on there, get a lot on there, get a healthy portion, because yeah, they shrink when they go through the oven. So after that, we take the green peppers, and we spread the green peppers out on the pizza. Okay, so we have all our toppings here, as you can see. Notice how they're all evenly distributed upon the pizza. You don't want, you don't want a lot on one side, not along the other. You want to go through and make sure that all the ingredients are, pretty evenly distributed on the pizza. This looks pretty good. Before you start going to the cheese, you want to one more time and just go over the crust with your finger to make sure that there isn't any stray toppings around it. So it looks like we're pretty good here. Now we're going to move on to the cheese. And the cheese is actually very expensive. So what we like to do is we like to weigh out. For this, we're going to weigh out 10 ounces of cheese. So we have a bowl here and a little scale that we like to weigh the cheese on here. So I'm going to put some cheese in the bowl. Okay, so it's about 8.5, 10 ounces of cheese. And you evenly distribute the cheese onto the pizza. The best way to put the cheese on the pizza is kind of let it run through your hands, your fingers. Just kind of kind of move your fingers back and forth, and it just kind of falls out of your hand right onto the pizza. So, you know, it's very evenly distributed. And the higher you hold it, the better you get the cheese spread over the pizza. And just put the rest on there. And this is important. It's important to get all the cheese off the crust. So we're gonna again go over the crust to make sure that we get all of the cheese off of it. So, here we go. All the cheese is officially off of the pizza here. And our last topping we're going to do is onion, and then it's going to be ready to bake. And while it's baking, you know, I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. So you take these, and just kind of like the cheese, hold it high in the air, and just kind of let it flow through your fingers. See how it gets evenly distributed onto the pizza. Okay, so looks pretty even on the pizza. Go over, make sure you finger the crust out one more time. Okay, and then this is done. This is an ultimate pizza. Now follow me over here. We're going to put this into the conveyor oven, they're called. They're set at about 460 some degrees. I think it's about 461. It takes 9.5 minutes for it to completely get through there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video here for a second, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when it comes out.